commonplace, all kind of diseases. People are slipping away. Economy is down. Folks can't get enough pay. But you've been there for me every step of the way. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Folks without home, they are living in the streets, and drug addicts say they gotta have it, they just can't be. Muggers and robbers, no place to be safe. But you've been my protection every step of the way. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Tragedies are commonplace. Come on, y'all. All kind of disease. People are slipping away. Economy is down. Oh, can't get enough pay. But you can help me every step of the way. Thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Come on, y'all. Why don't y'all come on and stand and put your hands together? Hey, folks without home are living in the streets, and drug addicts say they have a habit they can't beat. They muggers and robbers, but no place to be safe. My protection every step of the way. Thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Old Testament writing, 1 Kings, chapter number 3.
1 Kings chapter 3. I will commence at verse 16, and we're going to do a little reading. We're going to read all the way to verse 27. Reading out of the King James Version Bible, you find these words written. Then came there 2 women that were harlots unto the king, and stood before him. And the one woman said, O Lord, I and this woman dwelled in one house, and I was delivered a child with her in the house. And it came to pass that the 3rd day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also. And we were together. There were no strangers with us in the house, save we 2 in the house. And this woman's child died in the night because she overlaid it. And she arose at midnight and took my son from beside me, while thy handmaiden slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I arose in the morning to give my child a suck, behold, it was dead. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the other woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, No, but the dead is thy son, and the living is my son. They're arguing. Thus they spoke before the king. They went before Solomon. Then said the king, the one says that this is my son, and the living and the son and the dead. And the other says, Nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son is the living. And the king said, Bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king. What's this? And the king said, Divide the living child in 2, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spake the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O Lord, give her the living child, and no wise slay it. But the other said, Let it be neither mine nor thine, but divided. You low down. Then the king answered and said, Give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. She is the mother thereof. I want to talk about the sacrifice of a mother's love. The sacrifice of a mother's love. I think that there is no secret in how special mothers are. It is evident on this day that we call Mother's Day. All across America, children are celebrating their mothers, buying them gifts, cooking and preparing to celebrate what their mothers have done for them. I think the reason why mothers are esteemed so high is because mothers will go to any length to provide and protect their children. It is a natural nature of a woman to protect her young. Even in the animal kingdom, mothers are inherently protective of their young. And I think that because of this protectiveness that mothers have,
there's a love that is attached that goes beyond any reasonable measurement. Say it, Harvey, and I believe I will. Amen. Now, mothers are not perfect. Amen. Mothers are not without flaws. They're not without faults or fears. Amen. And we'll see this in our lesson today. There is something about a mother that will differentiate her from other women. Amen. She's special. Yes, sir. There's a special bond that mother has with her children. Y'all gonna pray with me? It is in this text on this morning that there are two women who the Bible says that they were prostitutes. They had an issue. And they took their issue to King Solomon. The first woman said that my master, this woman, and I lived in the same house. While we lived together, I had a baby. And 3 days after, this woman had a baby. She said, now, we were alone, no strangers. The doors was barred. No one was in the house but me, her, and our 2 children. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And the Bible says that this woman says that the infant son of this woman died one night because she rolled over on him, Lord, while she slept. And after discovering that her son was dead, she got up in the middle of the night, took my son while I was sound asleep and had him in a comfortable, safe position. And she took my son and she put my son in her bosom and took her dad's son and laid him in my bosom. She said, but when I got up that morning and I began to get ready to nurse my son, I discovered that the baby was dead. She said, but when I looked at this baby, that morning I immediately realized it was not my child. Now, let me tell you something. There's one thing you can't fool a mama with. You can't fool a mama about her child. Look at your neighbor and say, a mama knows her child. Yeah, she had him 3 days before this woman had her. She had time to examine his nose. She knew what his eyes looked like. She knew everything about it. And when she woke up that morning, she just go, oh no. All right. Yes, sir. You never says, not my child. Oh, they went arguing back and forth with Solomon, back and forth to him. Mine, no, it's mine, no, it's mine, no, it's mine, no, yours dead. You low down, no, they went back and forth. They went back and forth in front of the king. Now understand, this was Solomon's first assignment as king, where he had to make a decision. He was somewhat young, but yet God had blessed him with great wisdom. He didn't know how to come in. He didn't know how to go out. But God blessed him. And this was the first time that you would see the wisdom of Solomon in action. Solomon, the Bible says that they went back and forth. Back and forth. Solomon says, this woman say that the living son is mine. And the dead son is yours. And this woman said, no, that the dead son is yours and that the living is mine. The Bible says after a moment, Solomon said, bring me a sword. They brought a sword to the king. And he says, cut the living baby in half. And give one piece to this woman. And give the other piece to this woman. Now the woman, the Bible says, of the living child, she was overcome with emotion for her child. And I heard her say, oh no, master, give her the whole baby. Give it to her alive. Don't kill it. But the other woman said, no, if Look at them and say, there it is. Solomon, in his wisdom, said, no real mama. No real mama. No real mama can kill their own child. Solomon said, give it to this woman, for she is the mother. Am I preaching? Well, there's a sacrifice of a mother's love. A mother would go beyond the call of duty to make sure that her child is provided for. The first thing that I want to put in your mind is that a mother will create cautious conditions for her children. Look at me, say cautious conditions for her children. It's important that we understand the essence of motherhood. See, to be a mother does not mean that you have to be perfect. Amen. In fact, I would venture to say that there are no perfect mothers in this place. For all of us have made some mistakes. All have some choices that you made that was not godly choices. It's just a part of being alive. It's just a part of being who you are. It's a part of being human. Look at them, say human nature. See, we finite beings. And we have the capacity to mess up. But that has nothing to do with motherhood. See, deliver me from people who think just because a person's occupation is not as yours, that it doesn't qualify them to be a mother. Just because they didn't finish high school, did not matriculate for some type of school, that does not have nothing to do with the sacrifices that a mother would make for her child. Y'all better help me pray. So, when I look at this mother whose child was living, but yet she was willing to give him up that he may live. I looked that she had created cautious conditions for her child, even though her profession was not conducive to raising children. I mean, it ain't like they had a perfect mom. The Bible said, now this ain't hard been picking on them. I don't know these women. I wouldn't know them from Joe. But the Bible described them as harlots. Now, I don't know if you know what a harlot is. Let me break it down in language you can understand. Prostitutes. And I hear people say, no. You see, I heard Elroy say strippers. Not all strippers are prostitutes. See, that's a judgmental. No. Not everybody that show their body is a hoe. See, here's the thing with us. A whole lot of people, don't look at me that way. A whole lot of people judge people by what they do. Amen. And when you start judging people by what they do, what about the stuff you do? You might not have been in the club dropping it like it's hot, but you were dropping it like it's hot in front of somebody else that you didn't have no business dropping it. We got to be careful how we want to judge. Talking about she ain't got no business having no child. What makes you the judge on who God blesses? Yeah, these women were prostitutes. I could have picked some other women in the Bible. Yeah, I could have picked Ruth, Naomi, Mary, Jesus' mother, the virgin. I could have picked a whole lot of people. But what's wrong with these women? This woman loved her child. Isn't that what Mother's Day all about? Mother's Day is not about how good you be, how righteous you are. Mother's Day is about how much you love your child and the sacrifices you are willing still love my children. I'm talking to somebody right now. Am I making some sense? Oh, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, when I look at this mother in the text, we discover that she was not a woman who could be held in high esteem by virtue of her profession. Are y'all with me? She was a prostitute. She was a woman of what the Bible called ill repute. But what I notice about this woman is that she didn't allow her situation to cause her child to be in a bad condition. Because notice now, the Bible says that her testimony was that her and this woman alone were in a room with the door locked, which means she had cautious conditions for her child. The problem is she trusts the wrong person. It was nothing wrong with the conditions that she set up for her child. She didn't bring her profession home. She didn't expose her child to what she did. How many of y'all do some stuff you don't want your child to see? Raise your hand. How many of y'all would like your child to see everything you ever done? Because you know why? Because some of the same stuff you telling them not to do. Come on, mamas. Come on, mamas. Come on, mamas. By show of hands, how many mothers here ever told their child not to do something that they know they've done themselves?
Talk about it.
Thank you, baby. If I was a woman, I'd have raised my hand too. But Father's Day coming, I'll raise mine then. We don't want our children to know what's in our closet. We set up a condition, cautious condition, to make sure that they're not exposed to what we're doing on the outside. I've done a lot of things. But I didn't do it in front of my children. I don't hang out. I never seen Sister Harvey hang out at the club with her children. Never seen Sister Harvey have a drink with her children. Smoke some weed with her children. Go out to the club and drop it like it's hot with the children. You see, once you have children, you're not your children's friend. You're your children's mama. Your daughter don't need your friendship. They need mama-ship. They need motherhood. Thinking there's a bishop preaching. Yeah, this woman. She had cautious conditions for a child. She was protective of a child. Even when she slept, she was cautious. She provided cautious conditions for a child to make sure that she wouldn't roll over on him.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
And they say she was cautious.
She was cautious. Yeah, man.
See, if you know you don't sleep good, you know you sleep wild, you should have cautious conditions. Oh, I'm going somewhere. Understand, this woman was far from perfect, but I'm grateful that her imperfection does not qualify her for being a mother. Because if imperfection is the qualifications for being a mother, we don't have too many mothers here today. Am I preaching? And so instead of judging the 15-year-old, we already know she wrong. Instead of judging the little girl, why don't we try to prepare her for what's inevitable cautious condition.
Yeah, man. Good teaching, Doc. Good
Now you got to take them under your wing.
Yeah.
Look at them and say, we all sin.
We all-
So ain't no sense in judging her.
Yeah.
Was she right? No.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't right. But then Jesus asked the question, those of you without sin, throw the rock. Look at them and say, I can't throw.
I can.
So, what I like about this woman, even though this woman was far from perfect, but like I told you, her imperfections did not disqualify her from being the mother. See, this is the good news. Because see, it took a disturbance in order that what was inside of her to rise up. Listen, when something is happening to your child, or trying to happen to your child, there's a disturbance. A real mama, look at them and say, you feel a disturbance. It's coming up inside of you. This teaches us that, listen to me, you don't have to be a picture perfect mother, but with a mother's instinct, listen to me, you don't have to be picture perfect to have a mother's instinct. It'll surface. In time of disturbance, it's going to surface. Oh, mama coming out. I don't care how old the child. They can be 50. And mama can be 80. And you messing with that child, mama coming with the stick. Every time I see my mama, my mama don't call me, that's my baby, that's my baby. And I'm old and gray. I'm a baby. She told me you'll never get drunk. When I see you, I see baby.
I didn't see you, Doctor. Yeah, how grown you
They say, you still baby.
Still baby.
So, a mother will set up cautious conditions for her child. But then, secondly, one mother was cautious, but the other mother was careless, which caused, look at them and say, careless circumstances. This other woman, carelessness, caused her to lose her child while the child was sleeping in her bosom. The Bible says she carelessly rolled over on the child, smothered the child to death. Now, this is a lesson for women who might be here today. Don't let your carelessness destroy your child's future.
Amen. Amen again. Show you right.
In the physical sense of the text, her carelessness killed the child physically. He was dead.
Yeah.
But let's look at it from another angle. You can be so careless in your life that you cause your children to falter in their future. That's why the Bible says, train up a child in the way that you shall have them to go. Look at them and say, carelessness can destroy your child's future.
Amen again.
Oh, don't tell me.
Amen. Amen.
What if these women had brought their work home? A whole lot of us expose our children to things that they never would have been exposed to if they hadn't been exposed to it by you. See, the first woman that a boy falls in love with is his mama. So, if mama is a hoochie, that looks normal to him. So therefore, when he gets ready to go get a woman, if mama wears them tight, mama has it hanging out, the first person that a boy falls in love with, the for mama. So listen, if you want your son to have a good woman, you be a good mama. You ever hear what I'm trying to say? If you want your son to be with somebody that's classy, then you got to be classy. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Look at you, never say, y'all might not be saying amen, but that man is preaching.
Yeah, man. You know you preaching. Yeah, you in the house.
I believe that every child in this room today have a destiny on their lives. And it's incumbent of every parent to care enough that you won't be careless to the point that you will destroy the destiny of your own child. Before my mama did that, she gave me to my grandmother. When she realized that I would have to be a part of the condition, which was careless and most. Can't tell you the things I seen when I was young. Stuff I was exposed to in the entertaining life. At 5.
Imagine that.
I seen folks sniffing cocaine at 7. Been around it all my life. Until somebody thought enough of me to get me out of the environment. See, we started looking at love. Oh, they didn't love me. Maybe have you ever thought about what mama was doing that she didn't want to expose you to? Sometimes mama had to do some things to keep clothes on your back. Put food on the table. But yet we are judgmental. Be careful when you be judgmental about something that you don't understand. But because of this other woman's careless, it causes careless circumstances for a child. Because of her carelessness, she lost her son. Because of her selfishness, she tried to take someone else's son. Listen to me carefully, y'all. When you careless with yours, then you'll be selfish with someone else's. Don't let nobody keep your children who careless with their own. If you don't love your children, honey, you ain't keeping mine. If I don't see love all on you for your children, you ain't keeping mine. Every person in here that ever kept my children, you kept them because I seen how you love yours. Because if you would beat on yours for no reason, you would beat on mine. If you cuss yours out and tell them they ain't no good, you gonna cuss mine out. And tell y'all better come on pray with me. Then they say, don't put your children in careless circumstances. Am I talking y'all? Okay. I got something else to say. See, both children were newborns. But the mother knew her child. Now, both were boys. But a mother knows her child. Look at them say, a mother knows her child. Now, I'm just not speaking in reference of physicalness, but also I'm speaking in proclivity, in propensity. I'm talking about a mother knows her child. Now, in my case, that wasn't a real good thing. That mama knows. See, a whole lot of you think you putting something over children over mama's head. A mama knows her child. going to let them stop lying. I'm going to listen to the lie. A mama knows you. See, can I tell you why mama know you so good? Because the same game you play. Y'all better come on, pray with me now. The same game the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. Let me tell you something. Y'all might dress it up, but it's the same game. You come to a mother. See, most of the time when a child comes to a mother, they say stuff, it don't make sense. You see them coming. You know why? Because you know you. You tried the same stuff when you were little. Mama, look, I want to, listen, Mama, me and, they trying to get the lie together. Mama, listen, me and one of my friends, listen, we're going to go over and spend the night with them and everything. Is that all right? Now, they ain't told you about the party. But see, Mama, somebody had already called Mama and said, there's a party over there, so you better be what. So now, Samuel, we just going to go spend the night, and we're going to look at Bugs Bunny and all of that tonight. Mama saying to herself, girl, you going to that party. So, what she does is she put on clothes like she's going to the house, but she got a little bag packed on the side. She didn't hid the bag on the side. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, mamas, y'all didn't get it. You got it. You put it in the little bag. So now you go by, mama. I love you, mama. Anytime they loving you, they up to something. I love you, mama. God bless you. I love you, mama. No sooner than they get to the house, good child, we got it over on them. Now, the dress then went from here. What was coming up here, now all of it is hanging out. Now we got, y'all know I'm telling. Look at you and say, preach, Bishop. I'm doing the best I can. I ain't dating nobody, mama. I ain't dating nobody. I ain't got no boyfriend. And then mama see you coming in, you smiling and going. Mama used to smile like that too. You left. You come back home. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Look at you and say, preach, Bishop. I will. So this you put some cow in this condition. Both of them, mama know her child. No, don't you know your children, Sarah? You know your children, don't you? You know your children. You know them. You can look at them and say, I'm closing. So, the cautious conditions, if you don't create cautious conditions for your children, they'll fall into careless circumstances. But thank be to God. A mother, y'all better hear me, would always make sure that she gives, look at your neighbor, say, careful consideration. Why do I say that? Careful consideration. Solomon said, I'm coming home now. Solomon said, bring me a sword and cut the child in half and give half to one and give half to the other. See, Solomon had no intent on harming the child. But wisdom teaches us that before a mother would allow her to be killed. Careful consideration. Look at your neighbor say, it's in the forfeit. He knew that the mother would stand up and protect her child. But it's amazing to me that the careless woman agreed to the decision. This shows me one thing. When a woman does not see the value of her child, she will not see the value of your child. If you with somebody and they don't see the value of trying to save their own child, honey, don't trust them around yours. Y'all better hear me. If a person don't see the value in theirs, they will never see the value. I don't care how they smile in your face or what they tell you. If they don't see the value of trying to save their own, how will they see the value of trying to save yours? Look at them and say, charity begins at home. And if I won't feed mine, certainly I ain't going to feed yours. I was going to bring this up on Men Day, but I got to say it. I ain't at nobody, please don't take this offensive, but I got to say it. Since it's Mother Day, it can be used either way. If you a man and you got children by a woman and you leave that woman, you still have responsibility to take care of those children. Now listen to me. But let me tell you what I've seen. I've seen a man who has one child with a woman leave her and go take care of 4 other men's children. I got no problem with you taking care of the 4, but you need to be taking care of them. Think about it. And see, mothers, and so the burden of the child falls on who? The mother. And can I tell y'all why that happened to y'all mothers? Because the men are saying what y'all used to say. No romance, no finance. No honey, no money. If they can't be with you, they don't want to take care of what they created with you. So therefore, what does it fall on? It falls on who? The mother. Mother can't walk away. Mother has to stay there regardless, thick or thin, ups or down. But sometimes a mother will get in a position where she has to give some careful consideration of can she handle her child. Come on, Bishop. Not every woman that gave up her child didn't love her. Moses' mother had to give up her son. It was either give him up or he died. Y'all understand? Listen to me, look at him and say careful consideration. He knew that the real mother would stand up and he was going to see this. Let me tell you something. I got another point too. Got another point. Be careful to watch how others value their children before you allow them to care for your children. Be careful to see how people value their children. Let me tell you something. Some people so hard up looking for babysitters, you'll put your child in the hands of anybody. Sometimes, I don't know whether y'all notice this or not, but have you ever noticed that mechanics drive the raggediest cars? Hairdressers have the nappiest hair. somewhere, you to do my hair, to do my nails and my toes. When I look at your toes need to be done. When you go to them yin-yings, they toes done. So I go and put mine, say, make mine look like yours. She can get Jones. But their nails all dirty and jacked up and toes all curled up. Listen, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to take care of me. If that looks good to you. You never say, you got to watch people. See, a mother will sacrifice her happiness and her desire in order to protect her child, to save it, to care for her child. See, when you are a mother, my Lord, you will make when you are a mother, you will make life just about what your child needs. See, a mother will go hungry to make sure that her child eats. A mother will do without to make sure that her child has. And that's what makes mothers so special. That's why when you go to the stores, everybody is shopping. Everybody is buying out cars. Flower shops are empty. Because there's something about a mother's sacrifice that a child never forgets. The first love that a child felt came from his mother. The first nurturing that a child got